And we have another suffix lesson. Cue words are suffix, the ER ending, and the uses of the ER ending. A suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a base word that changes the meaning and or part of speech. The ER ending is a suffix making the er sound. Most typically spelled ER, but there are other variations to spelling this ending that are possible dependent on the meaning or the use of the suffix. The suffix has several possible meanings and uses. To determine how the suffix is being used, you need to look at the context of the word itself. So pay attention to your context clues. In this case, ER endings can be part of a base word, for example, newspaper. You can see that ER is part of this base word because newspap is not a real word. If you take that ER off and the word is not a real word anymore, then the ER ending is actually part of the real word and not a suffix. It can also be a suffix that means more, for example, in healthier. That suffix is always spelled as ER. And it can also be a suffix that means one who or one that, such as in teacher, who is one who teaches. Remember here that who applies to people and that applies to things. This will come into play on your quiz. This suffix has different variants, and some of them don't have the ER sound, but they're counted in as part of the ER endings because they happen to mean the same thing, one who or one that. So you could have or, are, an, ant, ent, in, es, ist, art, ear, and yer. Okay? First off, we want to practice sorting how these ER endings are being used. So you're going to take these 6 words, finger, narrower, transporter, organizer, busier, and sunflower, and sort them into a chart, or label them, accordingly. B for base word, so if the word is using ER ending as a base word, then label it B. M for more, if that ER ending is being used to indicate more, or R for role, as in one who or one that does something. Pause your video and complete the practice. We're going to sort these words. Finger should have been put into a base word. Narrower meant more. Transporter was one who transports, or one that transports. It could be either depending on the context. An organizer is one who organizes or one that organizes. Against, it could be a person organizing an event or something used to organize an event. Busier, of course, means more, and sunflower is another base word. Now, I want you to do another practice. Take these bolded words, professes, copies, immigrates, brightens, and tours, and find the base word. Remember, that will be what the word is if you take off all present suffixes. Words can have more than one suffix, so pay attention. Take it right down to the base word. Then, you are going to add a suffix or suffixes to create a word that means one who or one that does something. So you're going to create a word that means one who professes. You will create something that means one that copies. Pause your video, make your words. Now check your work. Profess should have been the base word, and when you add on the suffix or, which is an ER ending suffix, you get professor. Copy was your base word, copier. Immigrant. Immigrate is your base word. Immigrant is the word that you're looking for. You should have taken number 4 right down to Brighton, from Brighton to bright, and then you will have to add on the en and the er for brightener, and tour becomes tourist. Make sure that your notes are complete. Don't forget your summary section. Take your practice quiz, and then make sure that your notes have been updated as needed so you're ready for the quiz in class.